Oh, welcome back to Box Score Collectibles here on YouTube. Oh, yeah. This is the boss man here and Baseball over there.
Hey everybody, how's it going today?
Very good. It's going fantastic over here. How are you doing?
Oh, recovering after last night. Overall, been a good day so far. Nothing too exciting. Didn't really go hunting for anything like I usually do on Sundays. I kind of, just spent some time with the wife and you know, relaxed quite a bit.
There you go. A little bit of recovery mode on the day after, the
Yeah.
night of. Uh, for those of you that weren't with us, we had a quarter case plus quarter case uh, archives break, and it was fun. Hour 45 doing that. Um, had some really big hits and some big surprises.
Yep.
And then of course the after break meeting we had to have, at a place that we probably won't go back to, but we won't call it out by name. Won't be going
No,
back.
no, exactly. It was a little disappointing, but we kind of knew what we were getting into. But yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, overall, it was a lot of fun last night. We did a couple of giveaways, and one of the big hits of the night actually came from one of the giveaway packs. Hey, Red, how's it going? I see you there.
All right.
He's here for the support.
We appreciate that. Hopefully, we'll entertain you just a little bit, but definitely we
Yeah,
appreciate your
exactly.
support.
Yeah,
Yeah. Speaking of red,
yeah, yeah. We'll get to that in a second, though.
yeah.
Kind of finishing up the story here. Uh, we gave away 3 different archives hobby packs as a little added incentive for those who are watching. Um, they put in a keyword, and we let StreamYard select the winner, and from there they had the choice of either getting the pack shipped to them unopened or opened. We and all 3 that we had given away chose to open it on camera
Mhm.
last night, and one of them, I mean, it started off really nice. Goose got one that had a numbered out of 25, so
Mhm.
that was nice. And
Yeah.
then,
And it was a color
uh,
match. That was nice.
yeah, Cole Reagan's for the Royals,
Yeah.
the light blue.
Baby blue border with the baby
Yeah.
blue jersey. Very nice.
And then the second one went to our buddy Titus over in Japan, and he got uh, a nice little autograph of Henry Davis. Which insert was that from?
It was the new breed.
The
New
new breed.
breed Henry Davis on card auto. I like how they made the auto inserts matte and not a UV coating or anything of that sort, so that those on card autos just shone through so nicely.
Yeah. And then
And
what
yes,
else did
Red
we pull?
Titus has been lucky. What else did we pull? Well, for the A's, we pulled a 66 all action or action all stars Dave Stewart. That
Yeah.
was very nice. Um, and then 4 red out of 25s. Four,
No,
four,
50s. Those
huh?
are 50s.
Oh, out of 50s. At 4 of them. Now, what
Yeah.
what were the odds?
I I don't remember the exact number, but it was one out of every 350 plus packs in the blaster boxes. And so it was insane that we got 4 of them opening 10 blasters, which each blaster has only 7 packs.
Yeah,
So we opened up basically 70 packs, pulled 4. I got Yeah, I don't want to say that sometimes there's collation issues, but at the same time, sometimes things get clumped together.
yeah,
So we
apparently.
were very fortunate in that part.
Yes, we will appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, so it was a great night. We pulled some holiday, we pulled some more archives, we pulled a lot of archives. For those that didn't know, we had a break last night and we promised some giveaways and some surprises. So yeah, we
Yes.
pulled out a couple of holiday tins. And those went to if you bought in to the team, you got the cards that were in the holiday tins as
Yep.
well. So a nice little surprise. I hope you enjoy.
Yeah.
Um,
We had to cool off somehow. I mean, there's a lot of fire in that and those
ooh,
blasters. Cool off a little
so
holiday,
much. Oh man,
little
and
wintry.
yeah, and I know that folks enjoy just doing the hobby. Some enjoy case breaks of blasters and case breaks of value packs, and to be able to do um, both sets, you had a chance at getting just a base parallel in two different colors. So that's something that I was hoping to really get out there and enjoy doing, and I hope everybody that joined in, whether purchasing a team or just watching, I hope they enjoyed having
Yeah.
both parallels being an option.
Yeah, and I hope that those who were just kind of sitting back watching the fun happen last night, that even took part in the giveaways we were doing. I mean, hopefully this is a catalyst for them to decide on joining us on our next break.
Yeah, February 22nd. We're going to be doing a half case of Series 1 hobby boxes. Now, we have not posted on the website yet because we have not received the boxes in our hands. And we don't want to put anything out there until we actually have it. Uh,
Well, we might start the listing sooner than that, just because we don't want just like 3 days to try to sell the whole break.
fair
Uh,
enough. Fair enough.
but we will
Once we
post
get the
info out there.
once we get the
And
confirmation number or something.
right. Yeah, no, I mean, we may not make the listing live, but we want to get the information out there soon, so that way people can make a decision on whether or not they want to join us.
Yeah,
Um,
that's true. That's
so
true.
probably just do like a overview post of the break, what we're looking to do, and kind of like what the pricing is going to look like. So that way you can make that decision, and then by the time the release rolls around, we should have it in our hands, and then just be able to put it up there for sale at that point.
Yeah. 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 What else is coming up? What shows do we have? What are you thinking,
Um,
Brian?
well, we need to confirm this one. Well, confirm. There's a couple that are on the horizon that we're looking at. First of all, it's February 8th in Fresno. The CVC show group are doing a show at the Piccadilly Inn at
Mm,
5115 East McKinley Avenue in Fresno. That show's going to go from 10 to 4. The reason why we were looking at that one is because we had a great time a week ago yesterday at the Modesto show that they put on. They had a lot of great vendors, a lot of people who they brought in to, you know, be the patrons of the show, the shoppers, and they did a great job putting it all together. And you know, I've heard good things about their shows down in Fresno because that's where they started.
absolutely. Yeah. So very exciting to go to a different town, try a different show. And then possibly um, March 8th. We're looking into
Yeah,
that show.
yeah, that
What
one's
details you
all.
got for that?
That one's the All World Cards and Collectibles. This is the show that we did back in December on the 21st. Same place at the Portuguese Hall in Sacramento, 6676 Pocket Road. That one runs 9:30 to 4:30. Um, that was we did that one kind of like with the mindset of gifts for Christmas because it was the 21st of December. You know, basically 4 days before Christmas, and we sold a good amount of rookies and prospects, and through the decades, and some of the unopened product that we had, people were buying to use for gifts. And then we had some of our regulars stop by the table that were kind of like, "Wait, where are the boxes?" They had that look on their face. They didn't say anything, but that was the look on the face they had. So maybe we'll try this one and then put the boxes out there, and because that might be another um, show that would work well for us.
Yeah. Yeah. No, absolutely. The way that we roll with the quarter and dollar bins, folks love using those things. They love going through them, just taking time, looking at the different cards, even if they get them or not. They just love being able to look at them, spending
Yeah.
that time, just sorting. So yeah, when we don't have our normal stuff, some they're like, wait, what? What's going on? Now,
Yeah.
the reason, uh, as Brian said, it was closer to Christmas, so we didn't think that would be a thing. Also, the way we operate, sometimes we can't do that when they're 6 foot tables. Now we might be expanding if we get a chance. Those are things that we got discussions that are coming down the road.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think the CBC show is kind of the one that has the 6 foot tables. That was a little bit of a challenge about a week ago. Um, so that, with all the boxes we have, it does make it a little bit problematic to fit everything onto two tables that we normally run. I believe the all world one is going to be 8 foot tables, if I remember
Oh,
reading correctly. So that will work well for us. Give us 16
excellent.
feet to put those boxes out there.
Yeah, yep, yep. We might have to go find some more heritage or some more archives, and that way we can update our newest release box.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, got those shows coming up, and then late March we're going to be out in Phoenix. So that's exciting.
Yep.
Those ones are confirmed. Go
Yeah.
right on ahead.
This one's done a done deal. That one's with the 21st to the 23rd of March,
Mhm.
basically the last full weekend of spring training. And so we're going to be out there again, hit up some games prior to the show, and then have a great show.
Yeah. Yep, yep, yep. That one's gonna be. Did you say it's where it's gonna be? Because if not, I can. It's gonna be the Phoenix Convention Center, West Halls 1 and 2. Yes, it is a huge convention center. It is a huge showroom and lots of fun. Lots of
Yeah.
fun. Big enough to get a trailer in.
Yeah. Definitely.
Uh,
Yes. Um,
all right. So yeah, we're hoping to also do some spring training show or games before the show, and we're hoping to squeeze in at least 6 games. So if you're down in the Phoenix area, you see us around, say hi. All right.
exactly.
So we talked about last night's break. 10 blasters, 27 value packs. Great night. Still got a little bit of sorting to do, but I think we're a bit on top of it. We're
Mhm.
good. So everybody's stuff will be going out tomorrow, right? I think
Um, Tomorrow or Tuesday at the latest. Yes.
Tuesday at the latest. I guess I should verify before saying certain things. Um, and then yeah, like we said, the next break will be February 22nd for those that saw it, liked it, want to get in on the next one. Um, all right, so what's out in the news about that 2025 release that we're talking about doing a break of?
I haven't seen too much more recently. The still waiting on the numbered checklist. We're about just over 2 weeks out from the release date, and so it's likely that sometime this week that they're going to put out, the whole uh numbered series to let us know what order the cards are going to be in, and unveil, I guess, who card number one is, because that's usually a
That's a
bigger
big
deal
thing.
to some people.
Yeah,
Um, I like it back in the day when they used the just the team photo of the World Series champion, but they don't want to do that these days. That's fine. Yeah. My guess it would likely be Otani, just based on the season he had.
yeah, you would think. I mean, pretty crazy to think that it wouldn't be. Um, hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, what, 50-50, almost 60-60.
Yeah.
I, as we said last night, it'd be crazy if he just focused on hitting. And there it was. He showed what it would be like if he just focused on hitting.
Yeah.
Broke
Exactly.
records left and right.
Yep. Yeah. A bit more of a challenge from this year with pitching. But we'll see what he can do. Um, it is looking more and more like with Series 1 that there's going to be exclusive parallels in basically every format of release. The
Yeah.
basically what Panini has done for the last, what, 5-10 years. You know, like last year we had in the hanger boxes, we had the yellow parallels.
Hmm.
They're not continuing the yellow parallels in there, but they are going to have an exclusive. I guess it's Diamante, which is basically another fancy way of saying sparkly.
Yeah.
Um, Parallel in there, and then there was a lot of different formats that are coming out. Supposedly the value packs are going to have their own format, like they did with Archives in 2024. Um,
And Stadium Club. Yeah.
yeah, Stadium Club. That's right. I forgot about that. They had the pink, they had the
Yep.
3 pinks in there, which was a nice addition.
Except for the coalition.
Yes, but at the same time, the effort
I
was
mean,
there. But you
if you
got the
got
right
your
team.
favorite team, then yeah.
Yeah, you got the right team. Why not?
Hmm.
But yeah, there's going to be more of that. They're bringing back the tins. I'm not
Okay.
sure what that's going to be like, but I remember in, what was it, 2020, 2021, those 2 years they had tins of, they had player photos on there, and
Hmm.
then there's supposed to be special parallels in those. Um, and then I think that's where they're doing the holiday one, because I had seen something, and I'll try to pull it up real quick. Um,
So
that was saying that
as you go as you're going through the description, the thought that I had was, are they going to have hangers? I mean, it's 59 cards. You had the stars of the MLB. You got the holiday ones. That sounds, very similar to a hanger. Are they going to have hanger boxes?
yes, they are.
Okay.
Because let's see, share screen. So basically, on um, blowout cards, they have one of the more comprehensive listings right now, and they show the blaster boxes, which you go into the blaster boxes. It says on the side that there is the retail exclusive hollow base card parallels. So what first thought I had on that was, is that basically what they're renaming the rainbow foils, or are they going to be a different style? Not all the different packages actually show what the parallel is going to be, but you're asking about hangers, so here are the hangers.
Okay. There they are.
The all new exclusive Diamante base card parallels. Um, so again, 59 cards, and in the hanger format. There's all kinds of types of packaging that they're doing. I mean, so you can see they actually have one here that's called the Series 1 Baseball Fun Mega Box. Not sure what that one is. They got the Super Box, but they also have the Monster Box as well.
Hmm.
So the Monster Box looks like what we were calling Megas last year, and then the Fun Megas are something different. There's no further details when you go into the description, because really what the blowout's doing right now is they're pulling the information from the stock photos, as so they know how many on the hangers. They know how many cards and what the parallel is. You go into the Fun Mega Box for $49.95, and it doesn't really have a whole lot of description other than the basics that they have for Series 1. It basically just has more info to come. It doesn't say how many packs per box or how many cards per pack. So there's going to be a lot of different formats, and each format looks like it's going to have their own parallel. So it could be like a giant rainbow to chase again this year.
Yeah.
So be interesting to see what these formats really look like, how they're available, and how much of it's going to be available.
Yep. Just responding to Clash here. Who you got winning the NFC championship? Well, I mean, I don't know if you were having it taped or anything. I don't want to give any spoilers, but the game's over, and it was over substantially a long time ago. We'll just leave it at that. I know it was somewhat close in the first half, but Philly looked dominant, and they just kind of carried that over. And Washington,
But you weren't going to give anything away.
I can't help it. I mean, but hey, stay tuned. The AFC Championship is going on right now.
So Clash, if you weren't aware, you kind of got a glimpse of who won.
You kind of get a glimpse of how I am around Brian. Be like, hey, I don't want to give too much away, and then I give everything away. So yeah, no, things are taken care of, and right now, because we're out here, I don't know if the Buffalo versus Kansas City game is 11-on-11 or if it's 19-on-11. Yeah, no, I mean, Kansas City wears many uniforms, red and yellow and black and white. Well, just to let you know, if you are asking, yes, Philly took care of Washington very handedly. It was like 50-something to 20-something. The ending was ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of unfortunate. I was hoping that Washington would win this one just because, I like seeing different teams kind of make it.
Understandable. I mean,
really been there in a long time.
Oh yeah, not since what, 92, 91, something like that, with Ripken and or Rippin, sorry, Mark Rippin.
Knockout Ripken Jr.
He is Washington D.C., Baltimore. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
But no, Art Monk was a fantastic wide receiver, Hall of Famer back in the Hog days. So it would have been nice to see Washington back in, but no, Philly's too strong. Between the Giants giving Saquon basically to them, and then just being healthy all year, essentially healthy all year, and just being really strong. It was good. Philly. I mean, either way, Philly versus Buffalo or Philly versus Kansas City, it's gonna be tough to slow Philly down. I mean, I don't care how many flops Mahomes does; it's gonna be tough. Anyways, yeah. So AFC Championship, I think they're going into probably the second quarter by now. I could take a quick look just to be sure. Yeah, looks like they're going to the second quarter right now. Kansas City is at 7, Buffalo 3. Washington's final score was Washington 23, Philadelphia 55. Yeah. But hey, thanks for coming along to Box Score Collectible. Yeah, Philly is looking really scary this year. I think they have a pretty good chance at being able to pull away in the game. I think with it being, where is it at this year? New Orleans again. An indoor game, so you're taking the weather element out. Philly is just, they're smash mouth football, and I like that. Kansas City, a little bit of their style will be challenged. Buffalo, they're also smash mouth. With Josh Allen just going everywhere on the field, anything's possible. Mahomes with his fancy trick passes and the offensive schemes for Kansas City, they're tough. Philly, I think their defense is better than either Kansas City's or Buffalo's, and that might be the deciding factor.
All right.
Sorry, foreign language for Mr. Baseball over there.
No, I mean, I know enough to understand some of the stuff, but I'm not as detailed with the the football knowledge as my partner here.
Uh, you know, got to have fun with all of it. And yeah, Clash. KC has been getting quote unquote lucky with calls. Yeah.
Yes, that's
All right. So what else do we got coming up? Oh, hey, let's talk about some releases coming up. What do you say? Back to back. I guess kind of in a way of being able to talk about it. Heritage.
yeah. Well, yeah. The rumors are. I mean, I've not found any scrap of information online. But what were the rumors we were hearing last night, Chris?
The rumors that we're hearing last night is that High Number 2024 might be coming out uh, early to mid March, and then within a week, 2025 Heritage. Now, it could be for a multitude of reasons, but everybody has been wondering about Heritage High Number. So the
Yes.
rumors that we're hearing have not really been seen anywhere, except just in discussion boards and comment sections and things of that sort. But none of the big hitters have been saying anything about it.
Yeah, and the person telling us this, said that these are guys that work for a larger card organization, not Tops, but not not a manufacturer, I guess a reseller. And I still have the skepticism because it seems weird that they would put two releases that are pretty much identical back to back. You're basically just going to cannibalize sales from the first one. You're basically saying Heritage High Number doesn't matter, which this year it kind of does. Because we didn't have the Jackson Cheerio, Jackson Holiday, Jackson Merrill, Wyatt Langford in the base Heritage. So those rookie cards are going to get swept under the rug for them. Granted, they've got their primary rookies now. Usually Heritage High Number comes out before update. But at the same time, with this year, things are just a little bit off as they've been the last few years. And, there are obviously going to be production delays on this product because we hadn't seen it until, the first bit of news now. But to do that and then have it, be piggybacked on by the 2025 Heritage seems kind of ridiculous.
Yeah. Delay the 2025 if you are bringing out the 2024 High Number. There's nothing wrong with having a little bit of space in between. Like you said, you don't want to piggyback all the profits right off of one another. And not to mention, Series 1 had just come out in February at this point. So there's really no need to rush it. Extend it out.
Yeah, because I mean, usually for like the traditional sets, you got Series 1, you got Heritage, you got lately Big League, and then Bowman seem to all come out, in the first, February through May, that first little quarter of the baseball season.
Yeah.
And so you can push 2025 Heritage out till, early to mid-April, and you're not going to hurt Bowman because Bowman is just a different class of collectors anyways. Heritage, they're a lot of your set collectors, player collectors, guys looking for the parallels, the autos, the hits. And so, the Bowman coming out shortly after Heritage, if they were to push it till April, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to take anything away. But it does answer. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, it does answer one question that I had a couple weeks ago when looking at the Series 1 checklist where they had the flagship Real 1 autos. I was kind of wondering if that meant that the Heritage was going away. But apparently it's not, which is fortunate.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because the High Number, it's been discussed since November. It just keeps getting pushed off. I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, just nothing really out there. The rumors that I'm hearing or that we're hearing, There's just nothing really concrete as far as anything except rumors. I mean, there's expectations and speculations and all that good stuff.
Mhm.
It's supposed to be 76. Crazy thing when we saw a video the other day about Heritage, and it looked like a legend was signing 77s.
Yeah,
But then again, the box behind him was a little bit too grainy to see if it said 25 or 26.
yeah.
Um,
I mean,
yeah,
it'd be kind of weird to be putting out the autos to the players, um, more than a year in advance. But at the same time, don't know. He
yeah,
did say that the other cards that he was signing was the 25 tops, I believe, tribute um, card. So, you know,
yeah. I mean, it was a legend. So I mean, they can put him on whatever card they want or whichever team they want as far out as they want. Maybe that's how they get all the
mhm,
autographs back in by time, is they just send out the legends a year or two ahead of time. I don't. I've never heard of that, but then
yeah,
again, I don't exactly have someone in my back pocket that's a legend who signs a bunch of cards. All I've got is the young kids that just get drafted.
yeah, yeah. So, I mean, it remains to be seen if that is in fact a 2025 heritage. Then they might be doing a reformat. Hopefully, someone at Fanatics wasn't dumb enough to skip over the actual 76 set and do 77 because they thought that was 76. I mean, I wouldn't think that it would go through all those levels of
Well,
people
I
and
mean,
not without someone saying, "Hey, wait a second, this is 77, not 76. We're skipping a set and destroying heritage."
let's
But
be honest. Let's be honest. It's Fanatics. It's a lot of business people. It's not a lot of traditional card folk, from everything that I've seen from either online or social media or anything of that sort. Fanatics is not going to be coming down and knocking on our door asking for feedback or advice.
No, but my point though is like all they have to do is look at their records, just do a quick web search. Hey, we did 75 last year. Let's do 76. Okay, great. This is what it looks like. All right.
Yeah, shouldn't be tough. Shouldn't be tough. Now, if they do the 76s, it would be great for them to do a little flashback to the father and son collection that they did. They had, like, I think 6 or 8 uh, uh, collections of fathers and sons that have been in the league. That'd be cool to see again. But then again, so have manager cards, and we're still waiting on those.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. And then 76, I think, also had the sporting news, like all time all stars as well,
Oh, okay.
which that was kind of fun. Back then in 76, was highlighting guys like Mel Ott, Mickey Cochran, Lefty Grove. So it'd be nice to see something like that again, except maybe like more of an updated version.
Mm-hmm. That would be
They
good.
did, what was it, in 2021 when they did the 72 series? They did the like was boyhood stars or before they
Yeah,
were stars, little
yeah,
picture of them as a kid with a little headshot down below.
yep. That was that was a cool little subset. I like that. Now
Yeah.
they did legends, and they did the newer kids, newer kids on the block. Um, so yeah, heritage. Rumors are spreading around, but one thing that I do know is, especially with card folks, if they don't have an answer, they make one up. That's why we have rumors, right? Uh,
So what you're saying is we're making some stuff up here?
you know what? I can neither confirm nor deny the possibility. No, we're not making up the fact that we're hearing rumors. No.
No, we're not.
Um,
No, I'm just messing around. Though,
absolutely.
yeah. I mean, until things, it's kind of like the whole until you actually see it in writing or the shovels in the dirt, you're not gonna believe it until it's actually happening.
Absolutely. I mean, if Box Score ever did T-shirts, I think one of my first ones that I would recommend is Be Wheezy. And that's believe it when I see it. BIWISI. Hashtag BeWeezy. Because I don't believe it until I see it.
Yeah. Agreed. Yeah.
Um, all right. I mean, rumors are fun. I don't operate off of drama. Anyway, so that's heritage. Something fun to chat about. So what's going on with baseball? Minor league is about to start
Yeah.
after spring training. What's coming up for you?
Well, I mean, right now, it's just kind of hurry up and wait time. You know, it's getting to the point where it's like, we're itching to get back to the stadium, watch some actual games, and you know, I'm just looking forward to the season overall. I mean, it's going to be kind of a different season because with things going on in the Cal League, it's going to be different in some
Yeah.
regards, and then, but at the same time, we're going to get to see a lot of the new prospects, a lot of new players, a lot of young guys coming up.
Yeah.
Get to see a glimpse into the future of Major League Baseball. So, kind of preparing for that. I'm also going to start working on a couple things for the website. Going to try to kind of like create a list of what I can find out about the parallels that for 2025, and kind of put together kind of a list of what exclusives are in the different packs, different box types. I'm also going to try to start doing some other write ups about just 2025. Try to generate some excitement for that, get people interested, and so that way when we start posting about the break too, they'll have resources on our website that they can access as well.
Yeah.
And then I'm
Speaking of the
finally
website, just tossing this in there. We should have our BCW supplies up on the website, I believe, by February 5th. I'm looking at the shipment data from BCW right now. We are now
Mhm.
wholesalers for BCW. Do we have all their products? No, not yet, but we will be working towards it.
Yeah.
And yeah, just looking at the articles of plastic shipment.
Yes, and if there's anything on the BCW website that you're looking for that we don't have listed on our website when those listings go live, send us an email. We can get all this. It might just take a week or two longer
Mhm.
for us to get stuff, but we do you know have access to everything in their catalog. We also will have our website prices, and then if you're a dealer, a vendor, we do have special pricing for vendors as well, because we know that it's not always fun to go down to your local card shop and spend $5 a pack on team bags. That gets expensive. I mean, I get why they charge those prices, because there's not a lot of margin on the cards itself, but at the same time, it gets very expensive. And so, as a vendor, as a dealer, it's challenging when we're finally getting out of that. Because Box Score has been in that mode for the last year, where we're like, okay, we're out of top loaders. Let's go grab some, or let's run down to the LCS and get some more thick card sleeves because we just need something right now.
Yep, yep.
And so we've been
Now,
working to make that a reality for us.
just to give everybody a heads up, with the team bags, because you brought them up, those are back ordered till April. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, and that's going to happen from time to time. And as we build up our stock, hopefully we'll be the ones that can beat the back orders, meaning
absolutely.
we'll have the product when the back orders happen. I mean, we're not going to buy everything up. We don't have those kind of resources, but
Oh,
we
it
hope
was
our stock we'll maintain our stock to the point where we can have things when BCW is back ordered.
yeah. I literally so back in 2020 when everything shut down, I had just gotten my annual 100 packs of penny sleeves 3 days before everything closed down. I had ordered 25 super monster boxes, half lid. They had arrived 3 days before everything shut down. So,
Nice.
well, I got lucky there. So we do
Yeah.
hope to have a situation like that where we have everything on hand.
Yes, and all a lot most of these supplies we'll have at the shows with us. We're not taking everything
Hmm.
because there's just no physical way to display everything, but we'll have the basics. We'll have the top loaders. We'll have the card sleeves. We'll have we're even talking about putting out some of the 9 pocket pages because I mean you have collectors that go to the shows. Maybe we have a price that they're like, wait, that's better than my LCS. Let me grab some of those.
Yeah, we do try to do the card show prices. Everybody is there. Why not take advantage of everybody being there and lower it just a little bit and have some fun?
Yeah, keeping the penny sleeves at a penny.
I truly believe that in my soul that penny sleeves should be a penny a piece or less. All right. Yeah. So we got spring training coming down the road. Pitchers and catchers reporting soon. I'm getting word on whether we're going to be able to be a little bit behind the scenes once we're there with the Mariners facility. I'm
Mhm.
hoping. Um, yeah, we will have to see. I will give updates as soon as I know
Yeah,
what's
and
going on.
if there's any way we could, we're also going to want to try to do some sort of a live stream from the one of the stadiums. I mean, unfortunately, it might just be one of the scenes where we're holding up our phones or having our phones set up because it's hard to bring in
Different
uh,
equipment.
different equipment into the. But it'd still be fun even if it's just like a 10-15 minute thing, just kind of for those of you who haven't been able to get out to Arizona for spring training. Maybe you can only get to Florida, or maybe you can't get there at all. Just kind of see what it's like. So we also have another comment here.
No. We're trying. We are trying to make it a well-oiled machine because we were collectors first,
Yeah.
second, and third. So one of the things that we like to do when we go to shows is beforehand is like, well, what would we like to see as a collector? And that's
Hmm.
how we've come up with a lot of the stuff that we wanted to have out there and that we've put out there.
Yeah.
Um, yeah,
And
we're
and
we're
some of
far
these things
from
just
we're
go ahead.
far from ready. We're far from done. But yeah, we're getting to the point where we are uh, getting to be a little bit more of a well-oiled machine than where we've been at.
Yes.
Running around like chickens with their heads cut off.
Yeah. I mean, we've been doing this for just about a year now, officially, and a lot of what we do just comes from some of the car drives we've taken and just the crazy half joking ideas that we turn into reality because I mean we come up with some outlandish ideas and like, all right, let's do it. I mean that's how we went to spring training last year.
Ended up in
uh
Oklahoma last year for a show. Just
yeah.
hey, who wants to go on a road trip? Let's do it.
And then yeah, and then the whole thing with BCW, it's like, well, let's fill this out. Worst they're gonna say is no.
Yeah, and we were
And they
actually
did.
in Arizona when they confirmed during the
Yeah.
fall ball tournament or fall ball games, and it was fantastic. We're like, whoa, this really happened because just like you said, we had an idea and we put it out there and we made it into reality. It's been a bit crazy
Yeah. But
or
thank you,
nuts.
Clash. Yeah, thanks, Clash, for the compliments. I mean, we like to think we have some ideas ready, and it takes time to put everything together. I mean,
Yeah.
we're proof that if you're just determined, you can make it happen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. 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 I mean, I've been working with BCW as a collector since 2001, living overseas, and they were willing to send some stuff to a sailor over across the pond. And I like their product. I mean, seriously, I've had some of their stuff for 20 years, uh, protecting my cards and still going strong. Like I can go over to my boxes and take a look at the card, and the plastic is not flaked or dried. It's not cracking or anything. The cards are well protected, and I appreciate that of BCW, and that's why I'm willing to put my name out there for their product, because I've got 24 years now of personal testing and experience with
Yeah.
BCW.
No, that's
So
awesome. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I go to card shops, and I know that they use, I won't say names, they use other supplies, and you try to go through their quarter bins or whatever, and the plastic penny sleeves just kind of flake off a little bit, and it just doesn't appeal to me. I don't know. That's just why I like BCW.
Yeah. No, definitely it's a good product. I mean, I've never really been, you know, on, one
You're not
brand
a
minded.
loyalist.
I mean, wasn't for a while, just
Yeah.
to be honest. I mean, because for the most part, I was using, one type of pages for a long time. I mean, as long as the pages are good, I'm fine with that. I don't like the way some of the off-brand stuff feels.
Oh yeah.
And you got the two big players. You got BCW, you got Ultra Pro, and then you've got others that have tried, based out of necessity, even
Oh
to
yeah.
create, different types of plastic products because they're trying to either come up with a new brand or they're trying to fill a void from the COVID years that what put like the supply chain, you
Mhm.
know, down pretty good,
Yeah.
and but some of the stuff just doesn't feel quite right, and so I tend to stick to the bigger brands, so that way I felt like the cards were better protected. But there's so many different styles and types out there now that it's just you know you got to start narrowing it down, sticking with one style.
Yeah. Yeah. And one of the things that I like about BCW is they have the tobacco card penny sleeves. I mean, they're not pennies, but uh, that style of sleeve for your Allen and Ginter mini or your
Yeah,
tobacco size cards, and it keeps the card in the center of the sleeve.
right.
Just looks better to me. It's a more visually appealing.
Yeah, they have
Um,
those for the tobacco. They have them for the early Bowmans that
mhm.
were just a little bit smaller. And the thing I liked about those are the fact that they fit into the 9 pocket pages.
Yeah.
You don't have to go out and find the tobacco pages for this. You got the ability to slide those sleeves straight in there, keeps them nice and clean, centered, and you don't have to worry about them bouncing around in there and falling out.
Yeah. Just to keep everybody up to date, Kansas City is up 14-10 with about 3 minutes left in the second quarter. I,
All
I'm,
right.
I'm, after years of doing this on just my phone and then recording and editing and then uploading, it's crazy to be able to sit here and be on my computer, take a look at stats while we're right here live streaming. I'm still getting used to that, so it's fantastic. I like it.
Nice.
Wireless mouse and wireless keyboard. I'm finally updating from the 1980s, back in the 1900s when we had cords and cables connecting us and locating us and limiting our movement.
Mm. You're sounding a lot like one of our feathered friends here.
Oh goodness, where is the goose?
I think he had enough of us last night and decided not to show up to the chat today.
you
That's all right.
know, poor
Yeah, he
goose.
deserves some time with his family.
Absolutely. He had to watch me open up that archives pack with the Henry Davis auto right in front of him for someone else. Right in
Yeah.
front of him. Bless
Yep.
his heart.
Yeah.
I saw his soul just leave his body.
Yeah. He's
Goosey's a
like, what
big
was that?
Pirates man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of our good friends here is a big Pirates fan. And yeah, just to see that opened up. I mean,
Uh,
I went back and actually watched, we'll call it the reaction video for us. And,
oh,
we both knew what was going on when we saw the card. We
yeah.
knew how, we'll say, jealous he was going to be. And, you know, he's not mad over it. It's just,
No,
it's the luck of
no.
the draw.
I,
Um,
one pack away. One pack away.
Yeah.
literally. Um, I, I'm telling him if he wants to get a hold of Titus and see if he wants to do a trade, he needs to do it pretty quickly because we're going to be sending it away very shortly. We got to get with Titus and see if he wants to get one of our through the decades or two of them, and how we want to correlate with getting all that handled. But
Yeah.
yeah, so Scott, if you're listening, get a hold of Titus, see if he wants to make a trade. Let's see what we can do. All right, because it's going to get shipped off either tomorrow morning or Tuesday. Time is running.
Oh,
All
yes.
right, yeah. So yeah, minor league season around the corner, major league
Yep.
season around the corner, spring training around the corner. Excited. We had our job fair yesterday morning. Hiring my promo crew, how I want to run them. Um, Hoping to make Modesto the nuttiest place on earth for one last 8 month run before the team goes on down to SoCal. So it
Yep.
was good. Had lots of people. I think we had almost over 500 people apply for different jobs at the stadium. The folks coming in, the walk-ins, it was crazy. We had some people scheduled, but man, did we have a lot of walk-ins, and I think some left just because of time. So it could have been even more. Um,
Oh yeah, most likely it was because you know some people they'll come in like, oh boy, now I'm not gonna spend my time here. I'll just you
I
know
remember when I went for the announcers tryout for the Stockton Ports, and I saw maybe 3 or 4 people standing there waiting to go into tryout, and I didn't get the feeling that I was going to be outnumbered or there was going to be someone better than me. It was more of, do I really want to do this? I actually drove by the stadium 3 times before I finally went in, tried out, made it to the final cut, got offered, was told to come and do paperwork, and then different decisions were made, and they were bringing back their old announcer. So, all good things have led me to Modesto and with the Mariners. So I'm happy with how it worked out. And it's a great story to be able to tell that I drove by it 3 times before I even chose to go in.
yeah.
So hey, if you're out there and you've got a dream and you've got something you want to do, it might take you a couple of times to convince yourself to do it, but I hope you do. Get out there, have fun.
Yep.
All right.
So what
Well,
else you got coming up this week? What's on the
whew,
docket?
this week on the docket, tomorrow, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, and 8 or 9 in between. Um, we are doing our minor league Monday because Baseball America, I think it's Baseball America, has been coming out with their top 10 list of prospects per position for the last week or so. We're going to be going over those. I'm going to be talking minor league happenings from behind the scenes a little bit, as much as I do at the low A positions. Um, and then we're going to be opening up some 2021 Heritage Minor League Baseball. Why? Well, because it's minor league and because I can't find pro debut anywhere and they got rid of the Heritage for minor league. So we're going back to 2021 and we're going to be checking out who was in the minors at that moment. Hoping to have some fun. On Tuesday, we're going to sit down. We're going to chat about some more facts that we've heard in the last couple of days or for a couple of previous days with cards and coffee here at Box Score Collectibles with baseball cards and Boss Man Sports cards. We'll just be having our coffee, having our cards, having a conversation.
Yep.
On Thursday, it's going to be the first episode of Through the Decades Thursdays. I'm going to be going through and explaining what my uh, vision is for the Through the Decades concept on a podcast type scenario. For those that don't know, here at Box Score Collectibles, we have a box that we have come up with where you get an unopened pack of cards from the 80s, 90s, 2000s, 10s, and 20s. And then you get 37 cards of your particular team that you've picked out. So, say you pick the Braves. Okay, because we're gonna try to go alphabetically, and Arizona didn't have the 80s, so I'm not going to use them as an example. In the 80s, you would get a pack from or a card, base card from like 1982, 1985, 87, 88, 89, something like that in that collation, something like that. And so you're going to get to see what the cards look like in the 80s. And then you're going to get 5 base cards from the 90s. You know, you might get a Greg Maddux 95 tops, Tom Glavine 91 Don Russ, um, Andrew Jones 98 upper deck, something of that sort.
Mhm.
But you're going to get 5 base cards from each of the decades. You're going to get an insert from each of the decades. You'll get a rookie from each of the decades. You'll get a serial numbered card, and you get an auto or relic. So this is what we sell on our website. Well, I want to bring that concept out to you here digitally, and I'm going to show you what some of the cards would have looked like from each team. So for the next 30 weeks or 31, if I'm going to go through and do one for a description, I'm going to show you what cards look like. It'll be just a little throwback through the decades on our Thursdays. And from what I'm seeing from the release list, there really isn't anything that's going to be fresh on Friday. So we're probably not going to be having a fresh Friday. We do our breaks on the last Saturday of the month. So that'll be February 22nd. So no case break this upcoming weekend. But I'm excited about doing the Through the Decades. I appreciate you pulling that up there, Brian, and showing off what we got. Comes in a cool little box. 5 decades of collecting tossed into a wooden box for your collecting pleasure. So that's what I've got going on this week. What you got going on? Anything coming up with your reviews? Look back at anything? Are you going to be doing a write up on how the break went? What you got going?
I haven't decided about the break information yet because we didn't really take any pictures last night. So, it's just,
True.
you know, it's something we'll learn from it. Um, Next time we're going to take some pictures of the hits so that way, we can do like some Instagram posts or just some write ups on there. But yeah, I've got a few things that I'm kind of working on, trying to see what will kind of strike the inspiration, so that way I can do some sort of write up this week. My goal going forward is try to get at least one thing done per week, so that way there's new content because um, there's going to be a lot of releases coming up. So I think it's good. It's a good time to get in the habit.
Yeah, absolutely. I like it. Yeah, hopefully new releases. If they're smart, they'll come out with one a week, not where we've had them where it's 4 in 1 week. When was that? About November or something, where it's just back to back to back days. It's just no, 2 back-to-back weeks. Give us
Yeah.
some, give us a little bit of breathing room. Let us come up from under the water and catch our breath for a moment.
Well, it's not just the breath too. It's to let our wallets catch up with us too.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Definitely. All right. Well, that's exciting stuff. I'm looking forward to the reviews. I'm looking forward to the write ups. I'm looking forward to being more consistent. I think we've been doing a pretty good job these last, 2025.
Yeah,
Um,
for the most part, I don't think we've really missed anything.
yeah, which will be, it, the scheduling will be changing once baseball season happens. So be ready
Schedule,
for that.
we'll still do it.
Yeah.
We'll still do them. We just there's gonna be at different times.
Yep. The lineup might be changing a little bit with who's on it also. You might be seeing more Goose. You might be seeing some guests. You may be seeing others. Because most of our stuff happens when I'll be at the ballpark.
Yeah,
Or you'll be
actually
seeing recordings.
schedule some interviews.
Yeah. Yeah. Schedules, interviews. You might be seeing some pre-recorded stuff being played at certain times. We'll have options. We'll have some fun doing it. and either I'm frozen or yeah.
I think that might have been me for a moment because I looked down and my Wi-Fi had dropped, but I'm back.
Yeah. All right.
So
Well, hey, but I think that is a sign. We just hit the 1 hour mark. We're now 5 seconds in.
yeah,
So hey, our box score unwrapped. We are here on Sunday evenings. We hope you had some fun. We hope you got some nuggets of knowledge in on your Sunday night. Thanks for with the chat on the football stuff there, Clash, if you're still on or if you're not.
yeah.
Um,
And
yeah.
if anybody has anything we want that they would like to see us talk about at some point, let us know. Just drop us
Mhm.
a line, a comment below, or hit us up on our email, boxscoreca@gmail.com, or any of our social medias. We have the ticker at the bottom, showing the Instagram and X is the handle is the same at boxscoreca. So
Mhm. Yep. Well, all right, Brian, you have a great couple of days before I see you on Tuesday. And if you
yeah.
decide to pop in on Monday, you are always welcome to talk some minor league baseball.
Well, we'll see about that. But anyways,
Yeah.
uh,
The invitation is out there.
of course, always is.
Yes, indeed.
All right.
All
Well,
right.
you have a good night, sir.
Will do. You as well.
Thank
Well,
you.
for baseball, this is the boss man here. We're here at Box Score Collectibles, and we are out.